Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hardcore Fab channel. Today we're coming to you live from the Darryl Starbird show.
We made it to Tulsa.
Unfortunately, we did not bring the C50. We had some problems with that thing, so we'll get to that on another video, I guess. But we brought Old Crow, and it needs a little loving too, so here we are. But let's go around and start checking out some stuff. We've got a little bit of time here before everybody else shows up or early for the show, so thought we'd get you guys some video and before it gets loud like that. So right off the bat, one of the coolest things out here is this thing right here behind Old Crow. Let me flip the camera around. Let's check this thing out. This is some kind of converted old fire truck or something, but it's a COE on top of all that.
1946 Ford.
46 Ford. Definitely on a newer chassis.
I really like the light on the top. And
yeah, the light on top, the visor, all of that's way cool.
every bit of it is way cool. If it was ours, what would you do?
Practically nothing. And then
I would like to
put
a bed in the inside, and we could sleep
inside.
in it.
And then inside of it, it's got an old trike.
But yes, that's pretty sweet too. And the cedar siding in there.
Yeah, they put all the cedar in it.
And these old lights.
Yeah, I wonder where they found all the old stuff, or if it was actually with it. Maybe we'll see if we can't catch him later and get a little bit more of the backstory on this thing, but that is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, look, it's got air conditioning.
It does have air conditioning.
Oh, he's got pictures of its backstory.
We'll come back and check that out later.
For sure, because, yeah, and we're right behind him, so when we see him, we'll talk to him.
And then next to Old Crow, we've got another trike. This one's a little bit more horsepower, I believe, than the last one.
You think?
Pretty sweet little setup here to haul it and all that. It's way cool.
And then you can almost trip over this one.
This one is not even as tall as the super singles on the back of the other truck. It
comes to my hip.
It's pretty low.
It's pretty low.
Pretty low.
I'm digging it.
The old Metro here is way sweet.
Yeah, it's just from one really cool thing to another. It just doesn't stop.
And then a bunch of cool stuff there in the middle, but we've got to swing over here and check out Cory and Hannah's car. They just got a new paint job on it. What the hell? There's freaking string down there trying to kill us. Anyways, yeah, Cory and Hannah's car, they just got a new fresh paint job on it. It's the first time anybody's really seen it is at this show with a new paint job.
We were tripping, but yeah, look at it. It's very bright and very pretty. Hannah's favorite color.
Way brighter than it was before. If you guys don't know Cory and Hannah, go over and check them out. They're on YouTube.
Cory Wheat Customs.
There. And then over here in the Rat Rod booth.
Now this is the one. Rat Rod Magazine ran a contest on their Facebook page, and this is the one that won that. And
to be able to be in their booth.
To be in their booth, to be parked there. And I can see this one being a cover at some point in in the Rat Rod magazine cover.
Pretty sweet little truck. It's got the big block Cadillac motor in it, I believe.
I love how the lifters are tubes. The riser.
The riser for the blower. And it is low too.
So shout out to Ben Hall of Des Moines, Iowa. We are digging it. It's sweet.
Stand beside it so everybody can see how low the roof is on that one.
Yeah, it's low as well. And
all of these are low.
I think it's magazine cover worthy. My personal opinion.
This thing's gonna put on a flame show for us later, I believe. I love those wheels and tires on the back of it.
Yes, those are nice wheels and tires. I like the grill. That's fun.
Then we got Frankenbug over here.
And yeah, this first time that Jerry and Tracy just got Frankenbug. It is now their vehicle. And this is their first show since they've picked it up in Vegas. And are displaying it for the first time as their vehicle. And oh my gosh, it's got such great history, and it's so beautiful.
And that motor. Ugh.
And oh yeah, you can't get by that.
Speaking of sweet motors, we got the old bus over here that's usually here every year with the big blower sticking out of the hood of it. Can't deny that one's not cool.
Right. We show it every year, but it deserves it every year. It just is nice.
For sure.
It's inspirational is what it is. Someday we will have a bus.
With a blower?
With
a blower?
We could always take the blower off of Hookers and Blow.
No. Probably not doing that.
Our budget's got to change if that's going to happen. We'll see. If we actually start making some money, maybe that'll happen.
You gonna race downhill?
Look at that.
This one's a Joey Woodall build, and then so is this one right here too. Now, this is his newest one. He's over on YouTube too. You guys can go over there and check him out. Put you a link to his channel down below.
That's new this year, isn't it?
What's that?
I said that's new this year, isn't it?
I think they had started that last year, but it didn't have all of the sheet metal on it. The big Detroit with the V16. How long this thing is. It's huge.
I can't even imagine trying to drive this down the street and around. I can't imagine even parking it anywhere. You're not going to go through a drive-through.
The Detroit's in there though, with the blowers, with the turbos, and as big as this thing is, I mean, it's just
we heard it pull
all kinds
in.
of craziness.
We watched it come in last night. It sounds mwah.
Well, let's go back over and check out some more of that stuff over that way.
Yeah, because that way they're going to be having downhill derby races or something.
Yeah, they'll do some downhill derbies on the big ramp there. Got the mini bike racing over there.
We'll catch up with Connor doing that later.
Connor will be here later with his, hopefully. And they do that out there in the big arena. Connor is actually still at school.
That's
and
right.
he had to take class this morning because it's Friday, and then he's going to buzz down here as soon as he gets out of class. And hopefully that'll be okay with him being a little late getting here and still be able to race. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, there's races every day. He can race tomorrow if it doesn't work out.
Over here by us, I'm going to go over here and show everybody Reggie's car.
Yeah, we got to see Reggie.
Reggie Moore is the owner of the organ grinder, and the organ grinder's been seen all over the place on the internet. But this little thing here, it doesn't look like it's all that crazy and radical. I mean, there's a lot of vintage parts and stuff on it and all that. But this thing, when he gets on the track and hooks this thing up, there's like video of him just standing this thing and just hanging it out there forever on the drag strip before he comes down and lands, and it's pretty quick on top of all that. Plus, he's drove this thing from Arkansas, where he lives, clear out to Colorado or California,
down
SEMA show,
Sick Week in Florida,
doing all the Sick Week drag and drive races and stuff. It's Pretty sweet little car. This one here was here last year. It's got the big and littles on it, kind of like old or Hookers and Blow does, but looks like they have cleared it. And actually, I think I like it with the cleared on there. It looks pretty good.
That'll keep that patina from getting any worse.
And of course, this little Honda, it was here last year too, but
they've done a little to it.
That would just be so much fun.
Yeah.
Has to be so much fun. LS
I'm
in there.
hoping he puts it in the, drives it in the Hooning area freestyle this year.
This bad boy's pretty unique, and it's got one heck of a paint job on it. I mean, let me see if I can get in here close enough where you guys can see. It's got the lace all going on. Of course, we got 1,000,000 pounds of flake in it. The drips on the front.
Beautiful pinstriping on the inside.
Is there
nice
pinstripe
dash.
inside?
Yes, there is.
Yep. It's a lot of time and effort into that paint job, and it looks really good on the outside of it. This thing here, I'm not familiar with what that is.
Well, let me go look at the tag and find out.
I like the look of it though. It looks like it was originally a 4-door car that got cut down into a 2-door.
It's a 34 Nash.
Oh, it's a Nash.
Yeah.
So maybe it did look like that originally then. Huh.
Again, really nice pinstriping. We might talk to a pinstriper while we're down here and do a little touch up on Old Crow. We'll have to see how that goes. Those guys get busy quick.
And then of course we got Vinny, and Vinny adds a little to his every year, and this thing is detailed to the max now. I don't know if he's got anything left that he could possibly do to it.
He's added a blower this year, and he can't just have a regular blower. He's got to do just crazy stuff to the blower. He's got so much talent, and so much imagination. True artist.
I mean, it handled great before, but it had burning radius and freaking aircraft.
Right?
We'll come back and talk to Vinny here after a while.
Yeah, he's busy right now. Morning, Vinny. He's always busy though. We've tried to interview
And we got
him
right
every
there,
year.
it's a Pacer.
Yeah, this year is the 50th anniversary of the Pacer, so those are the highlight of Daryl Starbird upstairs. Of course, you know, down here it's all about the rat rods at the Rockabilly Bash. This is where all the fun happens. But yeah,
This thing right here, I'm loving this. And those wheels are sick.
Yes.
Look like the old Monte Carlos.
The front ones, man. The front, there's
The back ones look like the old Monte Carlos with the actual cap on them and everything, and then the fronts are like super skinny and have that same design going on. Of course, we got a blower.
And see this setup? This is what I would like to see in Old Crow someday.
Oh, I thought you were getting ready to say in your car.
Well, if you put that in Old Crow, it might become my car.
I see where this is going. Okay.
Here's Bevins' vehicle. It's Bevins' garage.
Evan's garage. You guys have seen this on our channel. Throwing flames. It'll go probably about as high as that ceiling right there.
Yeah, I don't know if he can actually do those inside.
I don't think he's going to be able to do the big ones inside.
No.
Let you guys look inside the truck here. We didn't get a close look of it last time when you guys seen it.
On the inside, yeah, because it was shooting. He can't get near it. I never realized that he had the crystal shifter knob. That's neat.
Yep. With the blue ribbon can on the dash and everything. Of course, this one here is Shaboom. It's got some history with some flames as well. And we'll see all that kind of stuff here after a bit. What's that little white thing back there? I gotta go check out that little white truck.
Yeah, I saw that roll in. Again, certain things come rolling into the building, it catches your attention. You can't help but gawk.
Yeah, that thing is sweet looking.
Yeah, it's over here. That's open like his truck.
Nice and clean. Nice clean interior.
I do like
Love the
those
shifter.
seats. I've been checking out interiors because we've got some interiors we've got to make, and I want them to be good.
And then we've got the other little yellow Honda that happens to show up at the same show. Where do you find two old Hondas at with V8 Chevys in them? Like only at this show.
And then the cutie little thing that's the same as Cory and Hannah's, only not chopped, not, but just real clean and pink and adorable.
And the one next to it almost disappears. It's so low.
Yeah. This thing rocks.
That is pretty sick. Big block Chevy.
Love the paint job on the door.
Interior looks nice.
Hellion. Yeah, the detail on that roof is beautiful, the way that came out. This is just cute. I would drive this. Miss Peach.
Miss Peach?
Yeah. You see me driving around town in that?
I don't want to. I can see you, but I don't want to, because that means I'm going to have to work on it, and I don't want to work on that thing.
Yeah.
It's too little for me to even get in.
I said, what I do see over there peeking out is the ITW cars. We got to go check them out.
Oh yeah, we got to go over that way for sure. So on the way over here to the ITW booth, we've got to check out the Ghostbusters car. That looks pretty good right there. I think they've pretty well got all the marks.
Ecto 1.
It's a whiskey vent here. This thing's slammed to the ground. It's got a rear behind the cab, I guess. It's mid-engine LS in it. I heard this thing fired up yesterday, and with the big exhaust
those
on there,
fat
exhaust
pipes.
tubes.
Ooh, yeah.
Sounds really good.
It did.
Back of the Bug here with the little trailer with the little hump on it.
Nice touch.
Yep. All of these
helmets
things.
are just so sweet.
All the detail he adds in all of his builds are just over the top.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's one thing to build a rat rod, but then just to have the creativity to add the extra flares, all those little touches that just put it over the top. That just
Well, in the way that he takes everything and kind of moves it and changes it to where it was never actually shaped that way, but
it looks like
it's
always,
supposed to be.
Yeah. And one of these has a glass cover over the tunnel. This one.
This one's the whole Cino. And then this car is one that he actually did back in the day for Rat Rod Magazine Build Off, and that was a winner. And I want to say that was like 2013 maybe or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check and see, but something along that lines.
This is the one that's got the cool tunnel.
Yeah, it's the one that's got the clear tunnel in it.
And a mic for a shifter. That's awesome.
Yeah. I know at the time there was a bunch of people that was mad that he was cutting this car up, but I think this car was like found in a riverbed or something and was pretty well just trash, other than the parts that you're seeing that are left.
Just for the record, I would drive that too.
Just for the record, I would drive any of these along through here. They're all way cool. So there's tons of stuff over here that all deserves pretty much a video all in itself, but there's a few of them that we've got to hit on. Otherwise, I'm just going to say we're not doing our job if we don't. So let me flip around. There's one of them right here I'm going to show you. I don't know if this year or not that he's going to do it, but this one has been out there doing some hooning and stuff in the past, and man, this little car rocks. It gets it. I love the look and style of the whole thing. Next to this one, a couple cars are pretty sweet, but this, I think it's a bus is what it is, I'm guessing. I don't know. Let's see if what it says here. It just says 37 Ford, but I think it used to be a bus, or maybe it was an ambulance. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can tell me. I know that nose doesn't go with it, but it looks really badass on there. And it's got the twin little blowers up on top, little M90s. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing it's a, well, shouldn't guess, like should look. Looks like a flathead in there. I was gonna say 6-cylinder, but it's flathead. So that thing's pretty cool. I dig that. Now, this Cadillac over here, this thing is clean. Clean, clean, clean.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's down here instead of being upstairs, but it's pretty.
I'm not sure what I would do with it, but I would like to own it. And I can't help but look at the little Model A. I do have a little soft spot for these things. Gotta look at every one of them I see. What do you think of these?
Louvers.
Louvers.
We have a louver thing now.
I know. When are you going to do the louvers in your car? You've been wanting to do for years.
I've been wanting to put louvers across the back of my car for as long as I've had my car. So that is coming.
Well, both of these are beautiful cars. And then I look over here at the Chevy and I can't help but just think that we need to turn that into furniture. Since we just did.
Since we just did.
Look at the front end of this thing. That is the same as the table we just made. This is a 52 though, instead of a 51, so I think the back tail lights are going to be a little different. Yeah, this is a little different on the back, but not much. It's pretty close to being right.
And the 54 we're building. 54?
53?
53.
Yeah,
I knew
it's
that
totally
didn't sound
different.
right. Yeah, it's totally. Of course, now you've added other head.
This thing is cool because it looks like it's vintage hot rod stuff. You see all the little nicks and scrapes and stuff showing its age, but it's still looking hot.
Looking.
I like it.
Yep. And the Mercury. Every time we were looking at trying to get inspiration on the Chevy, I kept picking out Mercuries.
And now you know what they look like.
What I learned is I really like a Mercury.
Of course, as always, there's a bunch of vendors here selling a bunch of cool stuff. Got a bunch of stuff here,
Like
the pinstriped art and everything.
This is a pretty cool table too. I don't know if you can see it or not. They made a table
Oh,
for
yeah.
this girl.
That's pretty cool.
And with the pinstriping, that's what we lack, is we need to be able to do some pinstriping.
When are you going to start doing some pinstriping?
Connor's getting really good at it.
Yeah.
Just to change the subject.
I see how it goes. How about the little swap meet over here? We go over here and see if we can find anything.
Pin-up contest.
We'll check out the pin-up contest later.
Yeah.
So they don't have a huge swap meet, but there is a little bit of stuff here. Might as well just start here at the end and see what we got. I do like the old wooden steering wheels. Anybody need a tranny? Look at how deep the dish is on this wheel. Wow, that is huge. Some bike parts, some go-kart parts. Well, Shelly sign back there. Can I come back and get that sign, babe?
No.
Please?
No.
If it's $100?
If it's $100, I feel confident in that.
I don't think I'm getting a sign for $100. If it's 200 bucks?
If you do,
500.
we're selling it when we get home.
If it's less than $1,000, can I buy it?
No.
I tried. This stuff, on the other hand, I love all this stuff with all the little monsters on there. rats and everything. Really transforms just some average stuff into something way cool. Fresh one coming in. Pretty sweet. Some lace on the roof. Some nice stripes on the back. I wish we was talented enough to do anything like this.
All it takes is practice, I've been told.
I don't know. There is a C50 here. Check that out. A four-wheel drive one up on some 1-tons. Little flatbed going on and a motorcycle on the back. That's pretty cool. I love the aluminum bed. Kind of feel like that should be like my daily driver. I'm going to build something along that lines for daily.
How many kids can you fit on this in one drive?
17. It's huge. That's bigger than the car, and
That would be so much fun to put the grandkids on and drive around.
I think it's actually fast though. It's got two
yeah.
pretty good engines on it.
Yeah, it does. Twin engine, it probably gets it. Speaking of Dodges, check out this Power Wagon.
Yeah, this thing is killer.
I really do want to build a Dodge when I get healthy again, and I haven't been able to figure out which Dodge, but I'm going to be doing a Dodge.
I like this one because it's got the old telephone bed on it.
Yeah.
I tried to buy one of those beds at an auction here not that long ago, but I ended up not buying it.
I like the wheels.
I think the box is just as cool as the truck.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually got stuff in it for doing telephone stuff.
It's legit. Its tag says Ma Bell.
All Bell. Can't see in there very good.
It's burning the cable. That's neat. That's very cool.
It is neat. Even the ladder.
Yep.
And then this bad boy right here.
The Lodestar. You're in love with the Lodestar.
Four-door Lodestar.
That's another bucket list. This is another one that, well, this is Poppy Patina's thing, so it's got a shiny clear coat on it. Another sick week vehicle.
Showing up everywhere.
Yep.
And then we got Volkswagen corner over here.
Tons of them. Like the flame job on that one.
Yeah.
Of course, those flames should be in the back of a Volkswagen, shouldn't they?
That's where they typically are. Man, that Mercury at the end of that video is so sweet. Besides all the cool cars, there's all kinds of fun events going on all weekend long. Connor got there just in time to be able to race the mini bikes. He's gearing up right now. He's on that green mini bike right in the middle of the screen. So up until this point, he's not really got to open this thing up at all or see what it'll do, and it's really kind of the first time other than like 20-foot little strips inside the shop there that he's even got to ride this thing. So he's going to go out here and they're doing some warm-up laps and just kind of get some heat built up in the motors before they start doing some drag racing. And this is really, like I said, the first time he's able to open it up and kind of see what it's all about. I'm really surprised, as much is going on out there and as many people are out there just ripping it and tearing it up, that there isn't more people that have crashes out there. But surprisingly, there were very few. So this is Connor's first chance here to actually do any kind of real racing ever, per se, even just besides mini bike racing, but just racing in general. And I think he's doing pretty good. We kept trying over and over again to come up with different ideas and maybe a little different launches and things that he'd do to try to make it go just a little bit faster. And I think bottom line in the end is that he's got the wrong clutch on this thing. It opens up about halfway down the track and it actually starts to see it closing the gap on the people that he's running up against, but right off the line it's a little bit doggy. Nevertheless, he has a good time, and one of the funnest parts for him, he said, is at the end of every round of racing they all go out there and blow the tires off and do a little mini bike burnout. So you can see him doing that here. Another thing that they do every year at the show is they invite somebody in to do a chop, and this year they got VooDoo Larry.
Fire, fire.